Have you ever wondered why some states in the U.S. prosper while others lag behind? This question often leaves us contemplating the economic disparity that exists within the United States, a country known for its wealth, opportunities, and the American dream. This disparity isn't about the haves and have-nots of individuals, but the economic chasm between different states. It's a divide that manifests in various ways, like the stark contrast between bustling cities and struggling rural areas, or the difference in opportunities available to residents based on where they live. One of the major factors contributing to this economic divide is unemployment. It's no secret that job availability and the type of industries present in a state play a significant role in its economic health. States with high unemployment rates often struggle to provide their residents with a good standard of living, leading to a cycle of poverty that's hard to break. Household income is another key factor. The average earnings of a family can tell us a lot about the state's economy. High household income usually signifies a prosperous state with plenty of high-paying jobs and opportunities. However, in states where household income is low, families often struggle to meet their basic needs, let alone save for the future or invest in opportunities. Lastly, we cannot overlook the importance of educational attainment. Education is the bedrock of personal and economic growth. States with higher levels of education often have lower poverty rates and better economic prospects. Conversely, states with lower educational attainment often face higher poverty and unemployment rates. These factors, unemployment, household income, and education, are intertwined, each influencing and being influenced by the others. They paint a picture of economic disparity that's complex and multifaceted but not insurmountable. In this video, we'll delve into the top 10 poorest states in the U.S. and discuss the reasons behind their economic struggles. So stay tuned as we embark on this journey to understand the economic divide that defines the reality for many Americans. To understand the economic disparity, we need to look at the numbers. Each state's economic health can be measured through three key indicators: unemployment rates, median household income, and educational attainment. Let's dive into the data. The first state we'll examine is Mississippi. This state has a high unemployment rate, significantly above the national average. The median household income is also notably low, revealing a struggle to maintain financial stability. Furthermore, Mississippi has a lower than average educational attainment, suggesting a possible correlation between education and wealth. Next, we move on to West Virginia. Here the story is similar. Unemployment rates are high and median household income is low. However, West Virginia has a slightly higher educational attainment than Mississippi, indicating that a higher education level doesn't necessarily translate to a higher income. Third, we have Arkansas. Unemployment here is less of an issue, but the median household income remains low. Interestingly, Arkansas bucks the trend with a higher than average educational attainment. This suggests that the relationship between education and income is complex and influenced by a variety of factors. In New Mexico, the fourth poorest state, we see a similar pattern. Unemployment rates are a little lower than the national average, but the median household income is still significantly below. Educational attainment here is also below average, further complicating the narrative. Our analysis continues with Louisiana, Alabama, Kentucky, South Carolina, Montana, and Idaho, each with their unique blend of these three economic indicators. In some states, unemployment is a significant issue, while in others, low household income or educational attainment is the primary concern. These numbers tell a story. They paint a picture of individuals and families grappling with economic challenges, trying to make ends meet. They highlight the struggles faced by those living in the poorest states in America. But remember, these figures are not just statistics. They represent real people, real lives, and real struggles. These numbers tell a story of economic struggles and challenges, but understanding the numbers is just the first step. The next step is to consider why these disparities exist and what can be done to address them. Now let's dissect the economic conditions of these 10 states one by one. Starting off with Mississippi, a state known for its rich cultural heritage and natural beauty. Yet, it's grappling with economic hardship. The state's median household income is among the lowest in the country. Educational attainment is also notably low, with a significant percentage of the population lacking a high school diploma. The two factors are interlinked, as lower education levels often lead to lower income. Next, we have West Virginia, a state that was once a powerhouse of the coal industry. However, as the demand for coal has decreased, West Virginia has struggled to diversify its economy, leading to high unemployment rates and low median household incomes. The state's struggle to transition to a more sustainable economy is a significant factor in its economic woes. Third on the list is Arkansas. Despite being home to one of the world's largest corporations, Walmart, the state's overall economic condition is challenging. High poverty rates and low educational attainment are major concerns. The state's dependence on agriculture and low-skilled jobs has contributed to its economic struggles. Moving on to Alabama, a state with a robust manufacturing sector, yet it's among the poorest states in the country. High unemployment rates, low median household incomes, and a lack of higher education attainment have contributed to Alabama's economic hardship. Next up, we have Kentucky. Even though it's known for its bourbon and horse racing, the state's economic condition is far from celebratory. Lower levels of educational attainment, coupled with high poverty and unemployment rates, have hindered Kentucky's economic progress. Let's shift our focus to New Mexico. Despite its vibrant culture and stunning landscapes, it's one of the poorest states. High poverty rates, low median household incomes, and lower educational attainment have made economic progress difficult for New Mexico. Next, we take a look at Louisiana. Despite its rich history and culture, Louisiana struggles with high poverty rates, low median household incomes, and low levels of educational attainment. The state's economy, heavily dependent on oil and gas, has been hard hit by recent downturns in the industry. South Carolina is another state that's grappling with economic hardship. Despite its booming tourism industry, the state struggles with high poverty rates and low median household incomes. Low levels of educational attainment further exacerbate these challenges. Tennessee, known for its music and barbecue, also finds itself in this list. High poverty rates, low median household incomes, and lower educational attainment are major factors contributing to the state's economic struggles. Lastly, we have North Carolina. Despite being home to a thriving tech industry and prestigious universities, the state struggles with economic disparity. High poverty rates and low median household incomes, particularly in rural areas, are significant challenges. These states, despite their potential, are facing significant economic challenges. But what are the root causes of these economic disparities? Well, let's dive right in. Central to these disparities is the issue of education. Many of these states lack access to quality education, a fundamental building block for individual growth and economic progress. Without a strong educational foundation, it becomes increasingly difficult for individuals to navigate the job market and secure stable, well-paying jobs. This lack of educational opportunities often results in a vicious cycle, perpetuating poverty and economic stagnation. In tandem with education, we have the issue of limited job opportunities. Even when individuals are able to obtain an education, the scarcity of jobs in these states makes it challenging for them to apply their skills and knowledge. Many of these jobs are low-wage and offer little room for advancement, leaving workers stuck in a cycle of underemployment. And here's the kicker. These limited job opportunities are often concentrated in industries that are declining or vulnerable to economic downturns. This makes these states particularly susceptible to economic shocks, further exacerbating their economic fragility. Last but certainly not least, we have systemic poverty. This is a deeply ingrained issue that stems from a complex interplay of factors, including income inequality, racial disparities, and a lack of social mobility. Systemic poverty is not just about lack of money, it's about a lack of access to resources, opportunities, and networks that can help individuals break free from the cycle of poverty. It's a multifaceted issue that requires comprehensive and thoughtful solutions. These states are not just struggling because they're poor. They're struggling because of a web of interconnected issues that keep them locked in a cycle of poverty and economic stagnation. It's like a game of dominoes. Knock one down and the rest follow. Addressing these issues is key to improving the economic conditions in these states. It's a tall order, no doubt, but it's a necessary step if we want to bridge the economic divide and create a more equitable society. After all, the strength of a nation lies in the well-being of all its states, not just a select few. So, what are the key takeaways from our discussion? We've delved into the economic divide in the United States, unpacking data that paints a stark picture of the 10 poorest states. These states are grappling with high unemployment rates, low household income, and a lack of educational attainment. The underlying issues are complex and multifaceted, making them difficult to address. They include systemic issues like educational disparities, limited opportunities, and economic policies that disadvantage the less affluent. We've seen that these issues aren't isolated. They're intertwined with the fabric of these communities, affecting everything from health to life expectancy. But there's hope. By understanding these disparities, we can begin to address them. We can create policies that uplift these communities, providing them with the resources they need to thrive. It's a daunting task, but one that's crucial for the health and vitality of our nation. Understanding these disparities is the first step towards creating a more economically balanced nation.